Hi, Mr. Jackson. How are you today?
How you doing?
Good, good. Um, Tell me a little bit about why you're here today.
I'm a first year college student, and I just found out that I have an eye illness, and they told me to come talk to you to see what kind of help I can get.
Okay, sweetie. I got your eye report from Dr. Mavafrides and your retina specialist, and I see that you have diabetic retinopathy and that you've had some blurriness and flashes of light, and that this semester, the fall semester, you're going to need some help because you just developed this eye disease. So what we're going to do is get you started. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about what Division of Blind Services can help you do. We can help you pay for college. Your tuition and books will be paid for. I know that you qualify because I've already pre-qualified you. Also, what I'm going to need you to do is sign up with the Office for Students with Disabilities. What that does is helps your teachers at Valencia with having special equipment in their classrooms. I'll get you equipment for home, but a lot of times students don't want to lug equipment from class to class. So what we'll do is get you your own equipment for home, and you'll have when I send you to the low vision specialist, Dr. Mavafrides recommended Dr. Wilson. He's located in Maitland. Are you familiar with the Maitland area?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sweetie. Well, what we'll do is we'll get you set up with Dr. Wilson and we'll do a low vision exam.
Okay.
And Dr. Wilson will recommend some things that he wants you to have. It could be glasses, it could be low vision aids such as and supplies like the low vision I'm sorry, not the low vision, but the specialized CCTV that you can put your papers and books under and it blows up the print for you to read. And who knows, when he finished, you may not even need the CCTV. It may be able to just be the glasses because they can do so much with glasses that sometimes they actually put a magnifier onto the lens, things like that. But you're a young man, and if you're more concerned about appearance, then we can go ahead and go with the CCTV and things like that. We can also get your books on videotape, or it's not called like CDs. We can get it on CDs. It's a whole lot that we can do, but we'll work together first of all with the Office of Students with Disabilities on the book part. Then we'll work with the low vision specialist to see what else you could have. Okay, and like I said, this is going to be a simple process. Now, if you feel like you need some outside help, you feel like you need counseling, because this is a lot on you, it's a lot for you to accept. Sweetheart, we're here to help in any way that we can. I mean, I know it's frustrating
Yes, ma'am.
because you've never gone through this before, and but it's not the end of the world. It really isn't the end of the world. And Miss Jones gonna help you every way that I can.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, sweet. We're gonna get through this together. We're a team, okay? Okay. Now, do you have any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now, let's go back to um Dr.
But,
Maverick. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but what all can your company do for me, yo?
Okay. Like I said, we can pay for your education. Before, you were on student loans. You were self-pay and student loans. Okay. Now you don't have to worry about that at all. We're gonna pay for your college 100%. Okay, we're gonna pay your books. You have a home in Orlando, so we don't have to pay for you to stay on campus or anything.
Right.
Okay, but the cost of your books and tuition are paid at 100%. The paperwork that we sent you in the mail that you mail back to us,
Right.
that's why we needed all of that information. I know it was a thick packet.
Okay.
But that was why we needed so much information, was because we're gonna pay for everything at 100%. And that's why I went on and pre-qualified you, so today you would have an answer. And believe me, hon, we're an excellent agency. It's vocational rehabilitation, meaning that we're going to help you get rehabilitated to be as successful as you can be in life. And by that, our part of it is if you need mental health counseling aside from this, because you feel like, this is it's a lot of pressure when you go from having vision to not having vision. And you're a young man, but we're here to help. I will help you in any way that I can. And if I feel like it's stuff that or things that are happening that I can't help you with, I will get you the help that you need. I promise you that. But you have to promise me that you'll stay committed and that you'll go ahead and do some of the things that I suggest. But as a vocational rehabilitation agency, our end goal is to get you employed. Right now, we have to focus on college. You have 3 more years of college, and we'll be there every step of the way. If you need, I saw in Dr. Mavafridi's report that in 3 months he's going to reassess you to see if he needs to do a vitrectomy. And the vitrectomy, and I don't know if, I'm sure he explained it to you, but I know that when I go to the doctor, when I hear news I don't want to hear, I start shutting down.
Yes.
So that's why I like to have someone with me that'll understand and know what the doctor's saying. But from this point on, what I want you to do when you go to the doctor, even the low vision specialist I'm going to send you to, is you're going to become an avid student there as well. I want you to take notes, ask questions. If you don't understand things, you just say, "Oh, excuse me, Dr. Wilson, I don't understand. Can you explain that to me?" Because I want you to advocate for you and be the best student you can be as far as your health is involved and your eyes are involved, okay? So you're going to take notes there as well. The thing is, though, back to the vitrectomy. A vitrectomy is where the eye doctor goes in and he cleans out the blood or extra fluids that are in the eye, and they put like a gas bubble in to replace that fluid. And it takes about 3 weeks to a month, 2 months before full vision can come back. And not all the time will you have full vision back. The way that the retina specialist explained it to us when they spoke to us is it is on an individual basis. But right now, your vision is 20/80 in that eye. So it's not the worst vision that you can have in the worst eye. And the other eye is like 20/70. But the thing is, you qualify because it's still a two-eye problem, and that's all that we require. Now, if the vision gets worse before that time, when I talked to their office, they explained to me that they told you to call if you get any problems, any more problems in that eye.
Yes.
Okay, so baby, that means that if you start getting more blurry, if you start having more flashes of light, if you start seeing something that's blocking your eyesight like this, or the flashes of light change colors, any of those things indicate that there is a change in what the diabetic retinopathy is doing. Now, I see that you see Dr. Lieva for your diabetes.
Yes.
Okay, are you on insulin?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and are you okay with that? Is it working for you? Is it keeping your numbers down?
Yes, I'm at work.
Oh, very good, sweetie. And are you on a special diet?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and it is so important for you to follow that diet because diabetes is a beast to deal with. It can be. But what I want you to understand is that there are things that you can do to control it and that can slow down the process of the diabetic retinopathy in your eyes.
Yes.
Okay? And one of the things will be eating right and you already look like you exercise. And I know you were playing ball, and I know that was the other thing that's going to be an issue now. Um, has the doctor said anything about you not being able to play football?
No, ma'am, not yet.
Okay, okay. But let me ask you this. When you all did some practicing over the summer, were you still able to see it all?
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes on and off.
Okay. So that would be something that I would like to sit down with Dr. Mavafrides, me and you, and talk a little bit more about that. The good thing is that you weren't on a football scholarship yet. Okay, so that helps things a little bit because either way your education is paid for,
Yes,
and this you don't have to do it. And if they pick you up, they pick you up. If not, does your coaches know that you're having vision problems?
no, ma'am, not yet.
Okay, so we need to keep that discreet for now.
Yes,
Okay, there may be a point that you have to talk to them. Being that you were red shirted this year and not able to play,
yes,
um, but you're still practicing, that could work in your favor.
yes, ma'am.
Because if they do go ahead and allow you to start playing this year and there are issues, then we have to tell them. Because one thing I have to say, sweetheart, if they have to do the vitrectomy, you will not be able to be hit. You cannot hit anyone or be hit because that can cause what's called a retina detachment. On a retina detachment, that's when the retina actually detaches and it can cause total blindness. But what happens is the doctors go in immediately, they repair the eye, and they repair the detachment, and you still can't be hit. I mean, not even shoved in the hallway. Any jarring at all can cause problems with that. Do you understand?
Yes,
I know
ma'am.
this is a lot of info. Excuse me, I might just have to. Okay, I'm sorry, huh? But anyway, if you have any questions, I know it's a lot of information to take in, but it's okay. You call me at any time. I'm here from 8:30 to 5. You have my card, and sweetie, I mean use it. Um, but first and foremost, your health is more important. I know that you want to continue balling and everything, but I have to be completely honest with you, okay?
Yes,
Now, I will let the Office of Students with Disabilities know when we contact them that they're not to release this information to your coach.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And by law, they really can't at this point. You would have to give them permission.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes,
Okay, sweetheart, do you have any questions?
ma'am. No, ma'am. You covered everything for me.
Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and set up the low vision exam with Dr. Wilson. Um, is there a particular day that's better or a particular time that's better?
No, man. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and schedule it for his first opening. Okay, and then we'll go from there. Now, the other thing too is if the vision changes at all, then we're going to have to go back to the low vision specialist. If you have surgery, we'll have to go back to the low vision specialist. You know, every change requires
I got you.
another visit to the low vision specialist.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? So we may have to do this a few times, but Dr. Wilson's going to be your best friend.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and Dr. Mavafrides is an excellent doctor.
Okay. Thank
You're welcome, sweetheart. So if you have no further questions, then I'll talk with you a little later.
you. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome, sweetie. You
Okay.
take care.
You too.